Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, my juice little lads. Thank you, little lads, you delicious and bright. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you also most deliciously. Now then, the sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray, okay? So the sun is shining, very little wind, very dry. Well, you could go outside, which I will be later, do me weeding, okay? And you can wear a t-shirt, okay? So it's rather super duper warm, okay? So if I look tired, my delicious little babies, well, I was watching videos, okay, throughout the night, okay? Because for some reason I just couldn't sleep, It's like my spirit just wasn't resting for some reason. I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, not to worry. Anyway, so if I look tired, please do not worry, okay? It's one of those things, okay? Now, if you do enjoy the video, if you could please click on the like, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, let's kick this off and thank you. The first one. Now, I've seen your man here a few times, okay? He is British. Okay, and English, okay, and he's done a few videos, okay, my delicious little babies. Well, he's done a number actually. His subscribers is 13.5. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, if you go to make a comment, sorry, please excuse me, if you go to make a comment, okay, it's got one of those that I said the other evening on one of my other videos, got it, okay, my delicious little babies. I'd just like you to, there we go, pay attention to things, okay. Now, it's on YouTube, so if you could please tap into the old subscribe. It's called All Shorts, all 2 words into one, All Shorts, okay, my delicious little babies. And the video that you're looking for is motorhomers, all one word, okay, motorhomers, okay, because motors is, it's 2 separate words, isn't it? But motorhomers keep smuggling cheese and bacon, my delicious little babies. Okay, so I'll just repeat that once again. If you go into the old space bar in YouTube and type in, please and thank you, all shorts, motorhomers keep smuggling cheese and bacon. Okay, so we're going to tick you off, not in that way, not in that way. But his videos, okay, my delicious little babies, are rather, oh God, such an itch. Oh, okay, sorry about that, my delicious little babies. His videos, it's funny the way he comes across, okay, my delicious little babies, okay. But at the end of this video, he seems to have this kind of laugh. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? Now then, the reason why I'm asking you to listen to this, and there's a reason why, and I've listened to it twice, just to make sure before I put the video out, okay, my delicious little babies, it's so important that you pay attention, there we go, to what he's saying. Okay, he mentions at the end about trees You know, like how this is my thoughts, my delicious little babies, not anybody else's, just I'm a woman with a view, okay? Where he said, oh yes, you know, planting trees here, there, everywhere, okay? He said, you know, he says, and you can, you know, pay in the GoFundMe, there we go, GoFundMe, okay? And you can pay, you know, to have a little tree planted, you know, whether it's a little, you see where it gets, there we go, to the heart of things, like a dear loved one, God bless, a dear beautiful little animal, God bless, you know, your little son or daughter, you know, little pet, okay? There we go, you can see where this is going. Now, the thing is, he was also talking about, you know, the ones who wanted to leave the UK, and he kept mentioning sovereign, okay? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I'm nearly 50 now, okay? As you all very well know, it was so very kind to even follow me, so thank you for even liking my video, or even, you know, subscribing, or even listening to my videos, okay? I just like to, there we go, point things out, okay, my delicious little babies. So as much as your man there can smile, there we go, so I'm all cold here, and as much as he can do all these things, yes, I see, there we go, before I even say it's something else here, okay, my delicious little babies. So I want you to really give a listening ear here, okay, to what he's saying. Now, for some of you, my delicious little babies, you may need to, there we go, listen to it twice, just so that you're getting where I'm coming from here, okay? But he's talking about us, you know, who wanted to leave Brexit. Now, like I just said, I'm nearly 50, so nobody knows everything. But here's what I do know, my delicious little babies, in each and every country, there we go, okay, everybody, there we go, would have their own, I'm all cold here when I'm saying it, would have their own resources, okay? So I chose to leave Brexit, yes I did, okay? Because I've said it before and I say it again, it's like other countries, I'm not prejudiced, I'm not racist, anyway, I'm not even going to go down that road. The fact of the matter is, okay, and anyone who knows, there we go, who I am, I do not need to justify anything, right? What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you know, let's just face it, England has given a lot, there we go, away to other countries, yes, get it right now, there we go, okay? So I will come out blazing, do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Because really, we got our own, there we go, oil, we got our own everything. Yes, they were even knocking down, you know, the old demolition with the power stations, yes, and doing all these things, yes. It's like they wanted to destroy us, okay? I will stand up for England, okay, where I come from, and I would sincerely hope that anybody in any other country, wherever they come from, would stand up for their, there we go, stand up for their countries, yes? But it's almost as if it's been made to feel, there we go, that we are doing the wrong thing, okay? So he's talking about motorhomes, he's talking about cheddar cheese and bacon. Well, I want to tell you about something, my delicious little baby, shall I? Now, this took my mind back, flipping, oh gosh, how long am I going back now? When my beautiful little eldest daughter, oh, how I love both my beautiful little daughters, God bless, okay? When she was only little, okay? Very little. And I did which I've never said before, it's something, it's at the back of my mind, and then it comes to the front of my mind, and I never forget, not far from where I live, so it's only a short drive, these office blocks, and I was doing telesales, okay, but it wasn't really, you know, what the job said, the job description, but it wasn't really. What it was taking complaints, you know, like from Wall's sausages or Danish bacon. Okay, my delicious, there we go. Okay, my delicious little babies, so let's get this straight now. And you know, I'd forgotten all about that job until today when I listened to this video. Look at that. All those years back. Okay? Now, the complaints that I was getting, you could have everything from a hair in a sausage or in bacon, or it was off or something. So I was taking in, there we go, the complaints. And correct me if I'm wrong, weren't they classed as large names, walls and Danish bacon? Get it right now. So what your man there's saying, okay, and this is the way I read it, okay, is that, well, we're all entitled to our own opinions. Yes, we are. But I feel that somewhere, what I see happening here, my delicious little bit, there we go, before I even say it. What I see happening here, you see, we've been shafted. There we go. We've been shafted. So we wanted to leave the Brexit, okay? Not because of colour, not because of race, not because of countries. What we wanted to do is get our own back, okay? This is what, there we go. This is what this is about, okay? Now, it seems to me as if others tried to guilt trip. I've heard other videos, by the way, my delicious little babies, and for ones that I will not even mention, okay? But it's like we've got to be guilt-tripped to go back into something that really we've been shafted as never bloody damn well left. And then, of course, when others are smuggling, okay, so this is another distraction. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because you've got to have someone to pay the ka-ching, who's going to pay the ones to check to go into all the nooks and crannies of a motorhome. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I see how it ding, 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 dong, 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 rocks and rolls. So no, I'm never ever going to change my view. Our country, the same as any other country, can produce beautiful food. I mean, obviously, for those who eat meat, I no longer eat meat, okay? But produce beautiful food. Look at Hull, where my beautiful dear granddad, my beautiful dear nan and granddad, how I love you so. And my dear granddad was a fisherman, yes. I mean, you could go to Hull, yes. Hull in the UK. Just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. You could go to Hull, right? And you could have a chip shop now. In those days, my delicious little babies, I'm going back decades now. You could smell, it used to be called a 10-foot. So you used to have the houses, this side, that side, yes. And then you'd have the garages, okay? And then in between that, it was what was called a 10-foot. They're still there now. It's called a 10-foot, okay? So it meant that cars could ride down, but you could also walk down as a pedestrian, okay? We could smell, and I remember this, there we go, from when I was a young Ben, okay? That you could smell the fish and chip shop, which in those days used to be very rarely open. Not like these days where they're open 24/7 in some places, okay? Let's get this straight now. And those ones you cannot smell. But in Hull, you could smell the fish, you could smell the chips, okay? You could smell it down 10-foot. Now, I'm always a firm believer, you know, big time when I say this, okay? And others have even said to me, like when I do Spanish potatoes or if I do a curry, you know, and even my beautiful dear little neighbour up above, she's Spanish, God love her, okay? And, you know, herself and others, they can smell my cooking, so you can smell it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You always know, there we go, and I've known for decades, that if you can smell cooking down roads, you know it's damn well good food. There we go, right? But if you cannot smell it, well, that's open to question, okay? And that means anywhere, okay? But years ago, that's how it was, okay? Now, I remember when my dad came to see me. When was it? I'm going back a long time now because we've fallen out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I never wish him any harm. Do you know what I mean? It's just that he and I just do not see eye to eye, due to me. I mean, it doesn't mean that I'll never love him or he'll never love me. It just means that, well, we just simply just do not get on. You know, we're two strong mans. I'm a Virgo, he's a Taurus, okay? And sometimes it doesn't always, there we go, rock and roll, okay? But to the times, you know, maybe for others, if they're in relationships, it's a different matter, okay? But for me and my dad, myself and my dad, no, okay? But my dad has drove all the way from Hull, which is roughly around, 220 miles? And he said, is there anything that you want me to bring you, Carla? And I said, yes, please, Dad. I said, could I have some fish and chips from Hull, right? And he's drove all the way down, and like where usually he'd have to, you know, well, I suppose he could come a lot earlier, you know, because I mean, he used to be a coach driver, bus driver, taxi driver, and he's a qualified carpenter, okay? But he'd wait for the chip shop to open and bring me a massive piece of fish, not like what you see in Birmingham. This is there we go, crocker flipping shark over here, okay? For you to find a really damn good flipping fish and chip shop, let me tell you, you'd have to whistle away to flipping, you'd have to drive everywhere to go and get one, okay? I do believe there's only 2 in the whole of Brum that's any good, okay? Other than that, no, okay? Even when you buy fish and chips, you get this piggly little thing, loads of flipping batter, and the fish inside, when you finally get to the fish, it's got no taste, okay? So he brings me down the fish and chips from Hull, right? Like I said, roughly 220 mile, right? And let me tell you, the piece of fish is like that. And when you cut it or whatever, you with your fork and you go into it, the taste, mamma mia, do you know what I mean? There we go, banging. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Because they're using different, and my dad goes to a particular chip shop, okay? So they're using different ingredients, okay? In other words, quality. Okay, my delicious little babies. We've got plenty of resources here in England. Yes, there we go. That's what we damn well do have, yes? But those in other countries, and again, not racist or prejudiced, but they want our greatness. Look at England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. We've all got flipping greatness. But they're all a wanting. So when I was listening to your man there, and I'd like you to listen to him because he is amusing. I mean, he is funny, okay? But I do not agree with what he said. So again, and the trees and there we go, what is the agenda here? Before you can comment, got it? So I'm not putting your man down, okay? He's there to do a job, just like all of us, okay? Whether we get paid or not, right? The fact is that I'm wanting you please to listen, but it's almost as if you've got ones out there, okay, they're all entitled to their own opinions. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've just said it on my video. But to me, no. As far as I'm concerned, you know, the sooner the better, you know, for us to start doing, there we go, our own thing in our own country, and other countries should be damn well the same. There we go, yes. Do you see? But how it's been made, do you see? I know exactly what I'm saying, my delicious little babies. And if others of you disagree, well, that's the beauty of life. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. But to me, let me tell you something, and God bless my dear dad, I will say that. You know, he's brought me down a couple of times. I mean, 220 mile. I'd rather have 220 mile away from me, okay, in England, to come and bring me something decent than these silly little flipping orange men who go around on these little silent motorbikes, right, all dressed in flipping orange, right? Freemason, isn't it? delivering shat. Because that's what it is. It's shat. Takeaways, shat. Do you see? They need to learn how to eat decent food. Do you see what I mean? And I've eaten, God bless, dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, our dear Creator. I've been blessed to be able to eat, decent food. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But yes, please take a listen to him. I mean, he is amusing, the things he says, but I'm just wondering, what the agenda is here. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But if you look at the tree bit, you imagine if somebody stumbles across the video, before I even say it, okay? So they think, oh, I could have lost my dear loved one. I could have lost my dear little animal, a beautiful little baby, son or daughter, little pet, okay? And it sort of pulls on the heartstrings. Do you see? See, a man there is far smarter, than what anybody would originally give you man credit for. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Just thought I'd say that. But I got nothing against him personally. I just want you to take a listen, please and thank you, my delicious little babies. But no, I never regret leaving Brexit. What I do regret is for the fact that we still put our name to it. Okay, and the flipping putrid government shafted us big time because they've been so damn well sneaky, because really they're still in it. There we are. Okay, and I know these things, do you see what I mean? But unfortunately at the time, well anyway, not to worry. Now the next one, okay, my delicious little babies, is you please tap it into the old space bar, okay? And it is called, his name is Maya 2C, MAHYAR 2C TOUSR. Now, I've mentioned him before, not in that way, but he's uploaded a video so many hours ago. And the video that you'll be looking for, the title, my delicious little babies, is BBC in turmoil. Oh, what a shame. BBC in turmoil as data breach scandal escalates. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'll repeat once again. BBC in turmoil as data breach scandal escalates. There we are. Okay. Now, this is all to do with others' data. Now, what I have to say about this, okay, is this is what they want to do. They want to snatch all of our data, okay? This is what all this is about. This is why when you go on a particular site and it says with cookies and all this, and all this shit, yes? Well, if that's the case, I will usually click off. Like at the beginning of all this, like if you want to go on a particular site or you want to go on a particular piece of reading that you want to read, yes, then you just click on it because you just want to see what it's about. Do you see what I mean? But of course I've learned, over the years, okay, you learn it, okay, that not to click on these things. Do you see? You've got to try and find another one where you can just go straight on it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Because all the time they're collecting it. They're not paying you pounds, shilling, pence, dollars and change, ka-ching, okay? But you still got to pay your broadband, dog and burn, and everything, to keep everything going. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yeah? So you got to see how this is rocking and rolling. Okay, my delicious little babies? So yeah, this is all about data. And this involves... God bless them out there, the ones who still pay the licence, one's addresses, date of birth. Well, of course, we've known a long time. I mean, I said months ago on another video of mine, okay, talking about scams and that, okay? Let's just have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. And I was talking about scams and things. Yes, this has been going on a long time. Whether it's hackers, whether it's whatever's been going on. The old bill usually, in any country will never do nothing about it, okay? Because you see the banks know all about it and everybody knows all about it, okay? And that's why, there's been large amounts of ka-ching that's disappeared out of somebody's account. And then, of course, hello, your friendly banks there, not so flipping damn well friendly, okay? Well, they do not want to pay. They're not a liking. They do not want to pay, okay? That somebody has had all of their life savings taken. I've known this, there we go, ding, ding, dong, dong, long time. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So really, this is nothing new, but I just wanted to put it out there, okay, my delicious babies. So if there is somebody who very sadly still pays the licence, okay, well, if I was you, I would stop paying, okay? Not that I'm telling anybody what to do, merely a suggestion, okay, my delicious babies. Next one, I've seen a fiesta this morning. It's an old-fashioned fiesta, okay, the old-fashioned little ones. And some of them had all the windows, you know, and everything like that. And others, you know, it was made to look like a tiny little van. Anyway, it was painted like a kind of like a brownie gold. But it looks like somebody's just got a paintbrush and just done that to the car. That's how it looked, my delicious little babies. I thought, well, okay, somebody must have been feeling rather creative, you know, and parts were a little bit dodgy in parts, you know, you got bits of light and dark and all that, yes, okay. But I happened to look on it, I couldn't remember what it said right on the front, but it said something. But on the, no it wasn't, that was on the front. Sorry, my delicious little babies, now I'm correct now, I can see it now. And I've got it here in brackets. It said right on the windscreen at the top, in black and white, hooligan. Then I'd gone to the shop, came out, and I looked at the back of it. I thought, oh, and it was all in lovely script, okay? It said dirty diesel. Okay, my delicious little babies, dirty diesel, okay? Now, I seen this from from a spiritual point of view. So that's ticked off, my delicious babies. I seen this as a very, spiritual, I said, point of view. Because if you look at it, you know when ones are digging for oil, okay? So what are they digging? They're digging dirt, aren't they? So I've never seen diesel as dirty. I actually see it as being very beneficial to all of us, okay? Instead of these silly Lego electric shart cars. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So that was really good. So whoever put that on, I do believe they're workmen or something doing some work in a house, okay? But I thought, well, good on them, good on them. Do you see what I mean? But I just thought I'd mention it. And of course, you know, who's running things, as we very well know, and the putrid little lackeys. Well, what are they acting like at this moment in time, my delicious little babies? Little flipping hooligans. Okay, so I just thought I'd mention it, my delicious little babies. But of course, you know, brown is the colour for grounding, green is the colour for healing. Do you see? But of course, it's been hijacked, okay? Now then, the next one, because I've got two more to go, and then that's the end of my video for the day. Now the next one, this is, if you please type into the old space bar. I've mentioned him before, and his dear little wife, and I'm going to mention it again, okay? Now this is Jeff Bars Cars, okay? So it's Jeff as in Geoff, okay? He's up to 52.8 thousand subscribers, mind you. For me, I've just said that now. That's probably what he'll end up with, okay? Because remember that words are spells, my delicious babies, so please use it all positively, okay? So yeah, he's up to 52.8 thousand subscribers, okay? My delicious babies. Now then, and the title to his video, after you've typed him in Jeff Bars Cars, is Stuart Fillingham, okay? And then it's yes, I am watching, let's go, okay? So Oh, you all right, darling? Oh, it's my beautiful little neighbours, sewing neighbours up the road. Oh, God bless them. I love them so. They're so beautiful, you know. One of the most beautiful families you'll ever wish to meet in your life. Anyway, God bless them all. How I love them. May they be blessed with many blessings. Right, okay. Now then, I'll just repeat that once again. So I do apologise for getting distracted, my delicious babies, but I'm not going to apologise for waving to my neighbours, okay? Because I love them all, okay? So it's Stuart Fillingham. Yes, I am watching. Let's go. Now, Stuart Fillingham, he has a lot more subscribers. I do believe from what Jeff has just said, is it 100,000 subscribers? Anyway, I watched him a few times as well. Okay. Now, what it is, these dear men here, not in that way, not in that way, they talk, there we go, common sense, which is what we're needing in the world, common sense, okay? But over this past 3.5 years, it seems, nearly, common sense seems to, for whatever reason, have gone, there we go, out of the window, okay? But it's a very interesting video to listen to, my delicious babies, and this is why I advertise whether somebody's got a very small amount of subscribers or whether somebody's got a medium amount or whether somebody's got a high amount. It doesn't matter. The point is I'm trying to get the messages out. Okay, there we go. That's the point why I sit in front of my camera every day. Okay, it's very rarely that you will not see me every day. Okay, and you may see me with some ups and downs, twists and turns, like a little roller coaster, and sometimes you may see me having a little bit of a rant, airing my, there we go, feelings and views, but that is the beauty of life. Do you see what I mean? Nobody can sit there and say that they're calm all of the time, because they are not. Okay, my delicious babies. So however you may see some, well, it's, there we go, it's really not like that. Okay, so because that's not, we're not living in the real world that way. Do you see what I mean? And of course, you know, you do have some over the years, you know, we have to say God bless, where they seem to be very, what I call fake, very false, okay? The one thing with me, my delicious babies, and anybody else who I advertise, because I think they're all super duper wonderful and delicious, and I love you also, okay? Not in that way, not in that way, okay? Apart from one who's juicy and delicious and beautiful, right? But what you see of us all is what you get. Do you see what I mean? There's no falseness about it. Do you see what I mean? Anyone can live that life. But where does it get you? Absolutely nowhere. Do you see? And I've seen plenty of it. Yes, I have, in my decades. Okay? Very false indeed. Keeping up with the old Joneses. Do you get me? My delicious babies. Never pays in the end. Now then, so yes, very interesting to have a listen to, my delicious little babies. Now then, finally, what I want to say. Now, if you could please type into the old space bar, okay, and what you need to type in. Now, I would call him Anthony, okay, that's what I would call him, okay, so you just miss out the H, okay, Anthony, okay, but he likes to be called Anthony. So it's Anthony Brian Logan, okay? So, because one must always respect what somebody else wants to be called. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, it's like my ex-boyfriend, my beautiful dear little daughter's dear father. Well, he likes, really, his name, he likes to be called, there we go, by his name, his full name that he was born with, okay, that he was given. And he likes our beautiful and wonderful, delicious little baby daughters to be called by their full names, okay? Whereas with me, even though I wasn't the one to name them, my delicious little babies, yeah? You know, I will shorten it. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? But I always remember when I was little, you know, just before I go on to this, I always remember when I was little, okay, that, you know, like if I was naughty, well, I suppose I had me moments to test me parents, okay, my delicious little babies. Now, normally they call me Carla or Car, Do you see what I mean? That was what I was called, yes? But if I was naughty, they'd call me by my full name. Do you see what I mean? It's like, come here. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So it's when I was naughty that they used to call me by my full name, okay? But any other time, it was Carly. Do you see what I mean? Yes? Anyway, let me just get back to this now. You know, me and names, okay? Anyway, so you type into your space bar, please, and thank you once again, my delicious little babies. Anthony Brian Logan, okay? He has 994,000 subscribers. 994,000 subscribers, okay? Very pleasant, dear gentleman, not in that way. Not in that way. Very pleasant, dear gentleman, okay? I've seen him on BitChute many a time, okay? My delicious little babies. The video that you're looking for, I think it's about 4 days old now, this video, okay? Is Amazon pays 30 million. 30 million. See how the numbers, yes? Okay, always remember the numbers. My delicious babies, please and thank you. To settle Ring camera Alexa privacy lawsuit. So I should just repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. Amazon pays 30 million to settle Ring camera Alexa privacy lawsuit. Okay, and that's on YouTube, my delicious little babies, with Anthony Brian Logan. Okay, so we're going to tick that off and we're going to close our book. Okay, now then, here's what I've got to say. So you see, I've known long time about this. Okay, my delicious little babies, there we go, yes I have. Okay, and I've never had an Alexa, and neither would I ever want an Alexa. I've known friends who have got Alexas, but not for myself, okay? My delicious babies, because you see, they pick up on everything. I've known this long time, years ago. There we are, okay? They're doing the same with the smart meters. I've been trying to tell others, please do not buy a smart meter. Anyway, I've been done saying all this. Even with our dog and birds, okay? I said to you the other day on one of my videos, you know, it's like, you know, before I click on to do a video, it's like my face is captured. Now, if you go on to BitChute, my delicious babies, I cannot remember which video it is now, but somebody had uploaded, there we are, okay, that these dog and birds, they're capturing, whether they can see you or not, they're capturing everything every 5 seconds. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, what I have a tendency to do is, if I want to talk about something private, I usually get my dog and bird, depending on how private it is, okay? And I'll get my dog and bird and I'll wrap it in everything and put it in another room so that I can talk freely. Now, to some of you delicious little babies, you say to yourself, well, why would you even go to all that flipping trouble to do that? Well, I do that for a reason, my delicious little babies, because you see, I know that there's ears listening. And of course, they're capturing, do you see what I mean? So they're seeing and they're hearing, aren't they? Do you see what I mean? So I've known a long time. Now, I do not even have a bell on my door. I do not. Okay? Me personally, I'm just not into these things. I mean, I remember when they first came out, were they a couple of £100 or, you know, British sterling, ka-ching? Okay? And of course, it seemed to be a craze. Do you see what I mean? It's like, you know, somebody comes to your door and it's do-do-do, do-do-do. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes? So they know they're looking at you and that, yes? But what your man there, this dear Anthony Brian Logan, God bless him, like I said, not in that way, not in that way, he was absolutely bang on with what he was saying. You know, in other words, they've got gates up, they've got all this to do, all this, you know, with all this modern technology. There we go, okay? Now, you see, I have, in my home, my delicious little babies, I have old-fashioned cameras. I mean, they cost 250 quid, okay? But I have cameras in that are old-fashioned. Do you see what I'm saying? So they do not capture like the dog and burns or like the ring, you know, do-do-do, do-do-do. Do you see what I mean? They do not do any of this, yes? And then you have one screen and then it's 4 so you can see in different rooms. Do you see what I'm saying? So I can see somebody coming down my path. I can see my back garden. I can see outside who's at my door. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's all a different system. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? It's just the one that my ex-boyfriend, my beautiful, dear little, delicious little daughters, oh, how I love them so again, okay? That their dad just chose to buy me. Do you see what I mean? I mean, he offered to pay for it all. Yes, he did. Do you see what I mean? If I ever really needed something, my delicious babies, okay, I'd only have to call him. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? I mean, God bless him. We may have had all of our ups and downs over the years, but you know what I mean? Probably spent more time arguing than anything else, right? But if it came to where he needed to help me for something, oh yes, God bless him, he would. Okay? My delicious little babies. So he may not get on in any other way, but he will help me, and he was very worried about me at one time because I was having stalkers. Do you see what I mean? But getting back to this now, it's the old-fashioned systems. So I got your man there where he was coming from, Anthony Bryan Logan, do you say? But it's well worth a listen. So yes, Amazon have been at it again. Do you see? There we go. Okay. And what was most interesting in all of this video is that at Amazon, these little Alexas seem to lack to tape little bands, voices. I listened to our lovely Redacted this morning as well, my delicious little babies. Not in that way, not in that way. And they were talking about all the human trafficking, and guess who was on, who they did a clip of? Oh, God, love him. I've mentioned him months ago. You know, I knew him from a long time back. Not personally, but, you know, like years ago, okay? Oh, God bless him. I actually said when I seen him on the screen, I went, oh, God bless you. Not in that way, not in that way. Robert David Steele. And guess who was sat next to? Sasha Stern, okay? And he did a lot of talking, and God rest his beautiful, dear little soul, dear Robert. You know, he's no longer with us, okay? But there we go, he worked tirelessly. You know, tirelessly, sorry, okay, to expose all this shit. And what Redacted, so you'd only have to type in Redacted Mad Delicious Little Babies because it's to do with Mel Gibson. I never wrote it down, okay? But for those of you delicious little babies who've been listening to me very kindly, please and thank you, you'll know who Redacted is by now, okay? We're talking about Mel Gibson. Well, Mel Gibson has had like a load of shit thrown at him because all I wanted to do was destroy him, when all he wanted to do is tell the truth about the human trafficking and different things that have gone on in Hollywood. Do you see what I'm saying, you mad delicious little babies? Me personally, I've got nothing against Mel Gibson at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he's done some, there we go, damn good films. Do you see what I mean? I mean, my only thing was that I felt really sad about. He was with his dear wife for all them years. And then, well, he got divorced and, well, he was seeing another woman, wasn't he? And that was such a shame because, you know, when you look at couples, I mean, it's the same with me, you know, whoever I meet in the street or anything like this, or who I know on my road, you know, I'd never in a million years ever want anyone to split up. Do you know what I mean? So I'm rather sentimental like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, see, for me, we came from, you know, divorced mum and dad. Do you see what I mean? I mean, please do not get me wrong. I know that all men and women sometimes, you know, you could love somebody, but doesn't mean to necessarily say that you get along with them. But, you know, I just like to see couples stay together. That's just me. So call me, yeah, I am sentimental that way. Do you know what I'm saying, mad little babies? Yes. But that's the only part. I just thought, oh, Mel, why did you do that? You know, that was all those years back. I thought, what? I mean, not that I follow all the film. Do you understand what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I just thought, Mel, why did you do that? Do you know what I mean? You should have stayed with your, there we go, with your wife. You know, but anyway, nobody knows others' troubles, do they? Do you know what I mean? And it goes through all relationships. I mean, flip me. Oh, I could write 5 books on my failed relationships. Do you see? But in all honesty, it's always been me, and I just thought, nah, throw the towel in, walk away. Do you know what I mean? Because, I mean, I don't even know why I'm saying this, but I just say walk away. You know what I mean? It's no point in going down that road. But you know, we get back to this again, just before I close my video. We get back to this again. When you meet somebody, you have to be able to look at their birth trace, you have to be able to get to know them, and you have to be able to say to yourself, can I imagine or envision myself waking up with the same man, the same woman, every single day, there we go, for the rest of my life. You see? And then if you find that you cannot do it, well, it's no good. So, you know, we all make mistakes, but then mistakes are lessons, and lessons is experience. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway, we just learn from it, don't we? Anyway, that's the end of my video, my delicious babies. But no, I never regret anything I've ever done in my life. Do you know what I mean? I've done a number of things, but I never ever, nothing bad, okay? But I never ever regret. Because it's all life's lessons, is it? You know, it's experiences, isn't it? And if you never had the experience, then how could you help somebody else, or not being rude or disrespectful, educate somebody else? You would never be able to do it unless you'd had your own personal experiences. So anyone can pen push and write things down. Well, that means absolutely diddly flipping squat. Do you see to me? You have to get that hands-on experience to know these things. Anyway, so until my next video, thank you once again for even listening, my delicious little babies. Much love. God bless to you all, okay? And please continue to lift the vibration and lift the frequency, okay? And please listen out for Mel Gibson. I do believe, according to what our lovely redacted said, he's going to be doing 4 parts or something, and he's going to be explaining. So please, everybody who has an interest, please watch out for that, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? And please look at the latest redacted. It's all to do with the older human trafficking, okay? Which I've known, there we go, ding ding dong dong for years, okay? And it's putrid and it's wicked, okay, what takes place. Anyway, I'm not going to say no more. So please, a smile a day keeps the doctor away, okay? And please take care of yourselves, and please try and take care of others if you can, because everybody needs a listening ear, okay? It doesn't matter who they are, whether they're suited and booted, whether they're minted or not, okay? The fact is, everybody needs somebody. There's a song, isn't there? Everybody needs somebody to love. Yeah, there we go, okay? And for others of you out there, my delicious little babies, give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends, to some work colleagues, and please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delicious, and that you love them so, okay? So until my next video, I hope you find these videos, if you take the time to look into them, very interesting, okay? So until my next video, much love, God bless. Wherever you are in the world, wishing you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Please enjoy yourself, my little beautifuls. You only get one life, okay? So until my next video, God bless. May the angels always be with you. Thank you. Goodbye.